Now, brought to you by the people over at MMDTM Radio, who bring you such shows as My Mama Done Told Me, Happening Now, Bedtime Stories, Small Talkumentary, and more. This is Wattaya Know, the show where we separate the brilliant from the brainless with a series of random trivia from around the globe. You never know what you might have to know. I am your host and contestant, Coco O'Hearn. Each player gets asked a question by the player on their left. Then they have to come up with an answer within a few seconds. If they're right, great. If they're wrong, someone else gets a chance to steal the question and get it right. Great. If no one gets it, great. We don't keep score. We just want to know.
What do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know?
Now, let's meet our contestants. Once again, she has come back, our witchy wild weirdo, my sister
That's
Ruben.
me.
My sister Ruben Riggs.
My
Hi.
sister Ruben me.
My sister Ruben Riggs.
Hello.
Hello. And joining us as always, the matriarch, Mama Cat. Welcome back, Mom.
Hello.
And making his return down the catwalk is Mr. Jasper Cherry himself, Deadeye Nick Dolan.
No whammies today, please,
No
Alex.
whammies.
No whammy.
Oh, I get to be Alex today.
Alex
Ooh,
Trebek.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Of course, I am your host and the worst player in the room, except for not last episode.
We were not keeping score.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
remember?
true. I'm Coco O'Hearn. Let's play What Do You Know?
What
We'll
do
be
you
using
know?
cards from the game called Wits End. Shout out to Wits End for making these really fun cards. Before we recorded, we decided that Ruben is going to start us off. So, we didn't really decide that. I decided that right now, but
I was gonna say.
the first question will be given to me, Coco O'Hearn. Category number 1 is teaser. Can you solve the riddle? Fun and challenging, these rhyming riddles will have you scratching your head as you try to figure out the answer. Ruben, let's play.
An expression of admiration or praise you say, you don't require money, though it's something you pay.
Could you repeat it?
An expression of admiration or praise you say, you don't require money, though it's something you pay.
Okay, so you pay attention, you pay the piper, you pay the price. So an expression of admiration. If I admire somebody, I might say to them, good job. Pay the good job. If I admire admiration, bravo, excelsior. Expression of admiration
Or praise.
or praise. Well done. Pay the well done.
How much time do we get?
Hey.
Forever?
Why are you rushing me?
I'm just asking.
You get to cut out as much as I need.
Oh.
Coco says, this is my show and I'll talk as long as I want.
Hey, Mr. Coco.
I think you could really suss this out if you
I'm
took another
trying,
10
yeah.
minutes. I'll try to shoot it in. I'll try to
Yeah.
shoot it into your brain. Ready?
Yep.
If this works, I'm going to be freaked out.
I'm going to tap out. I can't
All right.
come up with it.
Anybody else?
My guess is I would say, since I do have these praises for you, Jeff, I respect you.
That's what I was thinking. Paying
Hey,
respect.
Is that correct?
respect.
Really?
Ooh, that was a good
I
guess.
feel
was
like that
very
should
good
get a
guess.
half a point because it meets
It's
the
a-
criteria.
It does meet the criteria.
It
However,
does.
this meets it better if you want to know the actual answer.
Mom, do you have any guesses?
I was going to say respect.
Well, that deserves an 8.
Okay, so
Hey.
if you admire or want to praise someone, you pay them a
Homage.
compliment.
A compliment.
Yeah.
Oh. I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Interesting. The answer is
Wow.
compliment.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well-
Compliment.
Going. All right. Mr. Jasper, this is on you, buddy.
Okay.
Here's your teaser. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Often mistaken for knowledge or truth, call it conventional, a kind of tooth.
Oh, thank you for giving me an easy one.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom. I think I popped my
Oh.
Jasper cherry.
Oh my God.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
The answer is wisdom. The references are to conventional wisdom and a wisdom tooth. Nice job, Jasper. Now fire away over at Mama
Oh,
Cat.
Mm.
Here we go.
I don't like these.
You can do
you'll
this.
do
I
it.
will try to send you mine
Okay.
bullets. An ancient timer that preceded clocks. You've played inside this type of box.
Sandbox.
Yay!
Yes.
Woo!
Sand is the answer.
Sand.
Yep.
Yep.
Good
cool.
Good
job.
job.
Good
Okay.
job.
I didn't get this one that long. I've been studying it and I did not get it.
Okay.
So we'll see if you get
Ruben.
All
I
right.
get
it.
Ruben.
Okay, Ruben, let's see.
Okay.
It's a female name that you should seek. In London and New York, areas quite chic. I would have never gotten this one because,
Areas?
yeah, areas quite chic. Okay, it's a female name you should seek. In London and New York, areas quite chic.
Okay. I mean, female name could be anything, so I can't really get anything off that. London or New York areas.
Cheap areas.
I'm just trying to think if there's like a name of like where, kind of
Yeah.
like Rodeo Drive or something where it's
Yep.
like fancy, if there's like a name of it.
It's exactly what it is,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have known. I've never been to London
I
or
have-
New York.
I haven't
so
either,
I wouldn't have.
but let's just go with Wanda.
Wanda. That's a good one. Okay, anybody else?
So I'm taking it that's
That's
not right.
not right.
That's not right.
Is it Brooklyn?
No, but
Brooke?
that's a good guess.
I don't know.
Is it Abbey, like Abbey Road?
You're more on that. You're closer.
Don't call him a moron. That's not.
Not a moron.
You're a
though.
moron.
But seriously.
What is it though?
It's Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've
Chelsea.
never heard that.
I have in,
There's an
in
area,
England, but I
yeah.
didn't know it was
Yeah.
a chic area.
I
Okay.
didn't either. I was thinking it was like Soho or something.
Yeah,
I
like that.
don't-
yeah, I don't
boutique,
know.
something like that.
Now we are on to round 2, meaning we move on to category number 2, which is odd one out. Which one doesn't belong? Just as it sounds, after reading the clue, you are given 4 terms, but only 3 of them have something in common. Find the odd one out. Ruben, it's on you.
All right. Which one of these names is not Greek in origin? A. Andrew. B. Paul. C. George. Or D. Stephen.
Mm.
Not Greek.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first one again?
Andrew, Paul, George, and Stephen.
I know the answer. Just so you know. I know you love it when I do that.
No, actually, I don't really.
If you're not careful, she'll call you a moron.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So rare that I know anything.
Okay, so Greek. I think the answer is George.
That is incorrect.
Hmm.
I would have guessed George.
So she didn't know the answer.
So she
I did
was
not-
falsifying information.
Falsifying
Did not
information.
know the
Deadeye?
answer.
Jasper?
Yeah, I would have thought George to be Greek because I thought you always hear these like George Papadopouloses and
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
whatnot. I'm a pretty sure Paul is because Paul in the Bible was
That's why I was thinking about all
chilling in
three
that
of them.
region.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Chilling in that region.
rocking the Jerusalem cruisers, likely. You know. Andrew is just very Scottish. I mean, it could have come from Greek and then they stole it, but I'm going to say Andrew.
The answer is B, Paul.
Oh,
Paul is Latin, meaning small. The other names, Andrew, Manly, George, Farmer, Stephen, Crown, are all Greek.
I just figured George because there's no George in the Bible, and there is this in the New Testament. There is a Paul and a Andrew, and because he was a disciple, and Stephen. So that's why I thought that.
Yeah, mine was just a.
Wow.
They just left all the Georges out of the Bible, I guess.
They did.
Yep.
There was
no George Papadopoulos.
No. He's only in the jungle.
All right, Deadeye, you ready for an odd one out?
Yes, sir.
3 of these were introduced during the same decade. Which one wasn't? The ATM machine, the barcode scanner, the touch-tone phone, or the digital high-definition TV prototype?
Digital high definition TV prototype. So
The
I
ATM
remember I
machine.
started seeing ATMs in the 90s, so likely they were around in the 80s. Yeah, barcodes don't do you a whole lot of good without a computer to scan said barcode into, so that's probably hanging on the late 70s, early 80s timeline. The high def TV is probably, that might be 90s or 80s. So basically the denominators are all around the 80s. It's just whether we're picking one that's going down into the 70s or one that's up into the 90s. And what was the fourth one that I...
So you had ATM machine, barcode scanner,
Yeah.
touch-tone phone,
touched.
and digital high-definition TV prototype.
Yeah, I remember seeing touch-tone phones, obviously, in the 80s. That might have been more 70s, too. I'm going to say the high-def TV prototype.
That
The odd man out is incorrect.
is correct.
Oh, yay!
Nice job.
But
But your decades were off. So here's the the high definition TV prototype was made in 1991.
Okay.
The others, the ATM machine, 1969.
Whoa.
Barcode scanner, 1969, and touch-tone phone, 1964.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I was thinking those when I was kind of going through. I was thinking they were 70s actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, you were
That's-
close on the
that's
69, but
amazing.
yeah. But good job. You still pulled the right answer. All right.
Thank you.
So shoot a question over to Mama Cat.
Okay. 3 of these are among the 7 deadly sins.
Ooh,
Which one isn't?
I got this.
I
Easy.
think I know this one. I should.
Deceit, lust, envy, sloth. And which one is your favorite?
Can you read it one more time? For
Of
me?
course. Deceit, lust, envy, and sloth.
I think it's deceit.
You are correct.
You are correct.
That is correct.
Yay!
I've seen 7 a few times.
So which one's your
I've seen
favorite,
it
Mom?
too. That I hate the most.
No, your favorite.
No.
Anyway, okay.
Sloth,
Go on
of
to the
course.
next question.
All right.
I don't even know what sloth means.
It means being
Lazy.
lazy.
Lazy to the point of like.
mine is envy because I envy all you guys' creativity because I do
Aw.
not have a lick of it. It's
Oh,
That
You
is
guys have-
so
but you have-
untrue.
that's probably that isn't true. I don't
No.
think.
not
No.
very much.
Now, when you look,
I'm
when
in
you
the
look at the
box.
things you created in your basement.
That's
oh,
what
yeah.
I
Yeah,
was just
someone
gonna
told me
say.
what to do.
Yeah, Yeah.
Well, you're creative in finding who to help you be
Yeah,
creative.
There you
And
go. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
all right, Mom, go
Okay.
ahead. Shoot one at Ruben.
Ruben,
Yes.
3 of these iconic movies are around 3 hours long.
Ooh, this is
Which
right up
one
your
is
alley.
not?
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Sound of Music,
Mm-hmm.
The Godfather,
Mm-hmm.
Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings. It's the same movie.
It's definitely Indiana Jones.
Mhm. Oh, sorry.
It's definitely Indiana Jones.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because I
I'm
know
sorry.
I've
discussion.
seen that. No discussion. I knew
No,
immediately.
I know.
Because
It's yeah.
all the other ones
I-
are very
Long.
Long.
famously long
Yes.
Yep.
movies.
Yes.
I did think that Titanic would be in there, though.
Me too.
They didn't
Okay.
have it.
All right, so that brings us to round 3 with a brand new category. This is sequence. What is the sequence? List countries by population, hit songs by dates, historical events by years, animals by size, and much, 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 much more. Ruben, let's hear it.
All right. Arrange these shows by the number of Best Comedy Emmy Awards
Ooh.
won, most to least. Everybody Loves Raymond, 30 Rock, and Modern Family.
Are you writing them down, Jeff?
Yes.
Oh,
He's
I didn't
making
know we could
notes.
take notes.
Well, you can do whatever you want. It's your show.
Okay. So I know Modern Family's won a bunch.
Mhm.
And I believe that this game came out in 2018, if I remember. So
Mhm.
anything past that isn't going to be in here.
Mhm.
30 Rock was real popular. Raymond was popular, but I don't know if it was winning a ton of awards. My guess would be Modern Family with the most, 30 Rock second, and Raymond third.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yes.
ding.
Good job.
Right.
Good job.
Great.
Catherine, great.
Mhm.
Great.
You
Great.
gotta say that when someone misses one too.
Oh,
If you
that's
say
true.
That's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
great.
That's
yeah,
true.
it's yeah.
Dang,
You're
you're
wrong.
You
right.
should say
Great.
also great.
Oh,
Kind of great. Not as great, but great. All right. Jasper,
Yes, sir.
arrange these numbers, highest to lowest. Seems easy, right?
Yeah, probably isn't.
Number of grams in a pound.
Mm.
You got your notebook if you need to write
Oh,
it down.
yeah,
It's, on,
But
it's
you
by,
can't
it's
use
by
your
Good
calculator,
idea. Thank
but-
you. Thank you.
number of grams in 1 pound. Number of square yards in 1 acre. And the number of feet in 1 mile.
Oh.
You're like the person in the movie that's like trying to reach into the bag of chips or popcorn
It's like,
quietly. All right, numbers highest to lowest. Grams in a pound, square yards in an acre, feet in a mile.
Okay, so
I'm actually really excited to hear you suss this
Yes.
one out. This is
so
going to be
feet in a mile is 5,280 feet in a mile.
Gross.
So I know that one. Grams. So there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram, and a kilogram's roughly 2.5 pounds.
this guy.
So we're
Who need-
looking at like
Who
three.
needs creativity if you've got this kind of
Yeah.
logic?
We'll just say about 350 grams in a pound. That's an about. But square yards in an acre, I feel like is probably a lot, but that's kind of I don't know that one.
Mhm.
So that's kind of the one where I got to throw it in there somewhere.
Okay.
Let's see if I can somewhat logic that out. Square yards is like 9 square feet. That doesn't help me. Well, let me think here. I think I could. How many acres are in a square mile? I think it was 40 acres. I think I can math this out.
My man.
So if I do 40 in a square mile. Okay, this is probably going to be the part you'll have to cut out. I gotta.
That's
scribble
all.
a
It's all
bit.
good. You do your thing.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't think I have to math this out any further to figure this out. I wouldn't say I'm 100% confident, but I feel pretty good. So we're going smallest to greatest, correct?
No, highest to lowest.
Oh, highest to lowest. Okay, so the highest would be square yards in an acre. Second highest, or did I do this right? Oh shoot, no, I still got to go a little farther. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay, I think I was right before, but it's a lot closer than I thought.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me if I'm wrong.
The
but-
highest to lowest.
So I think it's roughly 10,521 square yards in an acre for the highest. 5,280 square feet in a mile, and then roughly 350 grams in a pound.
Well, you were way off on the square yards in an acre.
Okay.
So that threw you off. But you were pretty close on the other two.
Okay.
Anyone want to put...
So
I'm going to
he's wrong?
try.
That
He
was
is
a
wrong.
lot
I'm
of
going to
work
say
be
feet.
wrong.
I
I'm going to
know.
say feet in a mile, yards in an... Or no, sorry. Grams in a pound. Feet in a mile, grams in a pound, yards in an acre.
No.
Shoot.
So it's the other way.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is, number one, the highest is feet in 1 mile, coming in at 5,280, which you were right on.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is square yards in 1 acre, which is 4,840.
Yeah, I don't know what I didn't know, but
Yeah.
I did know something.
I don't even know what I don't know.
And then last is grams in 1 pound, coming in at
3
453.
Okay.
So you weren't too far off on that one. But that's the answer. Feet in a mile,
All
square
right.
yards in an acre, grams in a pound. Deadeye, why don't you read your question to Mama Cat?
Great.
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 Okay. Here we are. List these events in chronological order. Apple Watch goes on sale, selfie stick invented, and Bitcoin launched.
List these pointless things in order.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that
Chronologically.
chronologically.
Okay, so
Make sure you
I
put them
think-
chronologically, Mom.
Yeah.
Would you like to define chronologically? Chronologically.
Chronologically, I think I'm just gonna. Okay, I think it's selfie stick, Apple Watch, Bitcoin.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
I think that Bitcoin came first,
Really?
and
wow,
then
I didn't know anything about.
and then
Bitcoin
the
until-
then the selfie stick, then the Apple Watch.
Also great.
Nope.
Incorrect.
That was wrong.
So
Wow, that leaves
obviously it is the Apple Watch, right?
No.
Oh, what was it?
Bitcoin, Apple Watch,
Bitcoin,
selfie stick.
Apple Watch selfie stick.
It's selfie stick, Bitcoin, Apple Watch. Or did she say that?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She said Bitcoin
No,
last.
Okay.
I said Bitcoin last. yeah.
All right, we're all stupid about
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
So
sounds.
does it say when they came out?
Yes, it does.
I'd like to know.
Selfie
that.
stick was invented in 2005. And it says Quick Pod in parentheses. I don't know what that means.
Maybe
Me
that's
neither.
a brand name or something.
Bitcoin launched in 2009, and the Apple Watch goes on sale 2015.
I feel like Apple products are always earlier than I thought they were.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because
Because
they
there's
like,
the first generations
Yeah,
that
are
no
they
one
like-
cares about.
or they're like only in Japan or something. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ironic you say that because there's a note under here. It says, "Note: earlier version prototype developed in Japan, 1980s,
See?
Wow.
of the selfie stick." But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Ah,
But
wow.
either
Yeah,
way,
but that's the truth.
both and. Okay.
Both and.
All right,
Do you want to go see Nick?
Ruben, I got your question.
Okay. Go see. Go on.
List these flights by duration, shortest to the longest time.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
okay,
good question.
there's 3 of them. So
Okay.
okay, be London to Istanbul,
Mm-hmm.
LA to Washington D.C.,
Okay.
and Tokyo to Hong Kong. Shortest to longest. So you're the shortest first.
Okay. Tokyo to Hong Kong.
No, Tokyo to Hong Kong, LA to Washington D.C.,
Okay.
and London to Istanbul.
Okay. Tokyo to Hong Kong. London to Istanbul. LA to Washington D.C.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
That was my
trying,
answer.
she's trying to
Okay.
give you the answers, and you're like,
okay, what did you say?
I said
what'd you say?
Japan to Hong Kong or whatever it was.
You said Tokyo to Hong Kong
Yeah,
first.
Tokyo
Oh
to
my
Hong Kong.
gosh.
It's incorrect.
Okay. Well, I'm done then.
my guess. Nick, do you want to guess that one before I do?
No, I'm petting a dog. I wasn't
Okay.
really listening. That's what-
Okay.
And she's loving it. Look at her.
I know.
My guess is you want shortest to longest?
Yeah.
Shortest to longest.
Okay. London to Istanbul is the shortest. Then Tokyo, Hong Kong, then LADC.
That's right.
Okay.
I actually took
I
that
don't know
flight.
anything.
Great.
I took the flight from London to Istanbul.
That's pretty cool.
I took a flight from Tokyo to Omaha, Nebraska.
You did. And
That
that's
was
a
long.
long flight. A long flight.
Okay, and finally, on to our last round, round number 4, and the final category, wild card. What will you get? Brain trivia, true or false, 2 out of 3, word whiz, memory lane, clock is ticking, quotes, or something else? Let's see. Ruben, go ahead and hit me with it.
You got a 2 out of 3. Are you ready for this? You're about
2
to
out of
kill
3.
it. You're going to get 3 out of 3. Ready?
Okay, yep.
Okay. Wreck It. Oh, you want me to read all of them first? And
What-
then you can...
What is the question?
Oh. Guess that.
Like, no, I thought you were just doing this.
Correctly complete the titles of any 2 of these Disney animated films.
Okay, Ralph.
Okay. Wreck It,
Ralph.
Lilo and
Stitch.
Meet the...
Crudes.
That's what I would have said too, but that's what I thought it was, but that's
that-
not right.
Is it Robinsons?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yep, but you got 2. So
got to.
you win. Ding, ding,
Great.
ding. Great.
Great. All right, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Jasper Cherry,
Yes, sir.
your wild card is matching pairs. Select the 2 countries which share Mount Everest:
Oh.
Ooh.
China, Bhutan, India, Nepal.
I know Nepal is one of them. I'm gonna say Bhutan and Nepal.
Incorrect.
China.
Indian.
China and Nepal.
Mom got it. It is China and Nepal.
I think I heard that somewhere.
All right, Deadeye,
I'm sure.
hit Mama with a question.
All right, yes.
Yeah. not
Don't
with your
actually
fist.
hit her because that will make me upset.
That would be terrible.
If I hit back.
Yeah,
Exactly. Terrible for me.
her son hits back too.
Abraham Lincoln once said, "My father taught me to blank. He did not teach me to love it. A, work. B, study. C, listen." I'll repeat it. Abraham Lincoln once said, "My father taught me to blank. He did not teach me to love it. A, work. B, study. C, listen."
I'm going to say he said work.
And you would be correct.
Yeah.
Great!
Great.
Thank you.
Great.
Just feel like he would say that.
Yeah, the old-timey people didn't care about you learning stuff.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well,
Just-
and
Plow the land.
right.
Yep.
The only thing that would have thrown me off about that is I feel like Abraham Lincoln loved working.
I think he liked working. I think he liked working at what he liked to work at.
Yeah,
He liked it so much that
Yeah.
he
Killed
tried to get
vampires.
out of it. But exactly.
Yeah.
Killing vampires. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Business is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yep.
get it.
It's my turn.
Oh,
All right, Mama.
okay. These are two true and false questions.
Okay.
You have to get both of them correctly. They're not necessarily the same.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1 is the Purple Heart medal was first given by the United States during the Korean War. True or
Okay.
false?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear both questions or do you want to work on one at a time?
Okay. That's true. Now keep going.
Okay. In a
Don't tell me the
typical-
answer yet.
Yeah.
Great.
In a typical orchestra, the string or instruments outnumber the brass instruments.
True.
So you're
Both are
saying
true.
both are true.
Mhm.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
The
Wait, we get to guess.
oh,
Ooh, good call. I'm going to go ahead and say the part that she missed was I think there's more brass instruments than string instruments.
okay.
Is that right?
No.
Okay, well.
What was the
Oh,
first?
wow.
What was
Did
the
I-
first one?
Did
When-
I make it more wrong?
when they first awarded the Purple Heart in the
Oh,
Korean
okay.
War.
False and true.
Yeah. Well, it was
She
should have been
sussed
able to
it
figure
out.
that out because his was wrong and hers was okay. So you didn't know.
It could have been false and false.
It could have been.
There's usually quite a few more stringed instruments than brass instruments in an orchestra.
Really.
That's what
So
I
that's
said. isn't
true.
it?
Yeah.
But the
Yes.
first one you got wrong.
Oh, okay.
George Washington first instituted the Purple Heart in 1782.
Dang.
I had no idea.
Wow.
I would have
Well,
guessed
I
that
don't
one
know.
as being true.
1782. That could have been the Korean War for all I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Your grandfather served in the Korean War. It was in 1950. 52.
George Washington.
That
hated-
is
hated
our
them.
show, ladies and gentlemen. This has been What Do You Know on MMDTM Radio News and
What do
all
you
the stuff.
know?
What do you know? Thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Deadeye, it's always a good time having you here, my friend.
Absolutely.
Glad you got some Trixie time
Oh,
today.
me too.
If you want to reach out to our show, let us know what you think of all of our variety and all the shows we have. And if you think you might be a good contestant on What Do You Know or something like that,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
reach out to us because we have an email address. And that email address is,
My Mama Done Told Me podcast at gmail.com.
or you can get onto our social medias and we can, we're going to give you links to all those social medias on our
Showy nights.
Joy Nights. We hope you keep your minds open and be kind to each other. Until next time, I have been Coco O'Hearn. That is Ruben Riggs.
That's me.
We have Mama Cat. And we have Jasper Cherry over here.
Bye, y'all.
We will see you next time. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Tell them that you love them, Nick.
I love you.
Whoever you are.
Lauren. Lauren.
I know we're deep. I looked up the stairs this morning and this is what I saw.